I bought this house for $97,000 with all of the stuff in it. And I'm going to be going room by room and finding the hidden treasures, starting with this closet. The owner of the house had passed away. So my real estate agent was like, they're just going to have to hire a company to throw everything away. But when I saw all these men's clothes, I wanted to throw up. Please don't throw them away. By the way, that was 90 shirts on that side. So now we're doing the other side. It's such a blessing because I was actually able to give away all of these clothes. I accidentally brought a box to this location that usually is women and kids. And there was this guy who was a single dad, and he came up to me and he's like, oh, do you have any men's clothes? He got a whole box and he was so blessed. And he's like, you know, I bought my kids like clothes today, but I wasn't able to buy anything for myself. What if I put in an offer, but I just say that I'll take on the responsibility of finding a new home for all the stuff, and most importantly, all the clothes? And they accepted it. Today, we're on a stuffed animal treasure hunt. I got a text from a friend asking if I had a few stuffed animals lying around the treasure house that they could use for Christmas boxes that go to kids all over the world. And I was like, I don't think I have a few of anything. The harvest is plentiful over here. And immediately kind of hit the jackpot with all of these Beanie Babies. Okay, so now we're wrapping up the loft finds for stuffed animals. This is our haul, and then we're gonna move on to the ham radio room.
Chloe bought a house and everything that was inside it.
Okay, this next room is scary, so we're just gonna go fast so I don't have to spend too much time in here. 2, 3, this one. Then I went to some of the other rooms and I found this adorable animal. And I'm so excited to rehome these to kids. And I feel like this is so honoring of the previous owners because I found a newspaper clipping about the wife. She had passed away 10 years ago. In this newspaper clipping, it said that in her free time, she loves to go to garage sales and buy stuffed animals and give them away to kids. I know that she'd be so happy that these animals are blessing as many kids as possible. One thing about me is I love junk drawers. I love them so much. I love going into people's houses and looking at their junk drawers because it reminds me of like the I Spy games. It's just so nostalgic. And then I found some Christmas ornaments and a strawberry ornament. And this is the finished desk. Reminder, this is what it looked like. Wow, look at how far we've come.
The loft was full of books, but she didn't want to throw them out.
So first, I grabbed the girls to scurry on up the stairs and step into the loft. I was thinking, what should I do with these books? Then I had the brilliant idea of putting them in little libraries. 1, it's free. 2, it's in the neighborhood. And 3, at the thrift store, you're probably not going to pick out a book about knots. But at a little library, there's only like 5 other options, so the odds are more in your favor. And this was our haul. So now we began the great journey of distributing all of our books and our Beanie Babies. So this one was tragic. It had nothing in it. So we were like, that just won't do. That just won't do. You know, Peter Rabbit and a book about knots. The children need to learn about knots. Started with nothing, and look how the family has grown. And then this one, you know, if the children don't know about the road to wealth, they're gonna learn today. We got a Mexico Beanie Baby and a crab. So right when you walk in the house, you see these hanging baskets. At first I didn't like them, but now I love them. But these baskets on the back wall I think is the issue because it feels claustrophobic. So I'm gonna repurpose them and make them into Christmas baskets. And this is our basket haul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So then I started assembling the baskets, and then my mom was like, we do it better. And then she took over and did this, which it does look very cute. These are the repurposed Christmas baskets. We have ginger snap cookies, Spritz cookies from the Spritz cookie maker I found, a ginger loaf, an orange, and some other random goodies we found. We've given these out to family and friends, and then when I'm back home, I plan to give these to the neighbors.
He found loads of stamps in a really cluttered room.
Welcome to my crib. Come on, we're gonna be looking for some stamps today. Okay, look at this. Okay, so I was in here looking for some forever stamps, and I couldn't find any, but I found a bunch of really cool looking stamps. And so we're gonna go through our little haul and do a DIY. Stamps are so cool. Stamps are like one of those treasure collectibles that you get introduced to by your grandparents. I know my grandma had a giant stamp book, and I'd always look through it, and it's so nostalgic now looking at these stamps. These stamps appear to be from Poland. They kind of have Renaissance vibes to them, except for that one. That's like BoJack Horseman. but look how beautiful they are. So then I got these little mini frames from Amazon. I thought this would be a super cool way to display the stamps and kind of make it like an art gallery. I had some leftover magnets, so I will cut that out as backing, but first we have to go on a hunt for different glue because I don't think this glue is going to work. Okay, so this is probably our best bet for glue, maybe, because this just has like the most miscellaneous items. Let's go in here. Cheerios. This is from 2001. Okay, I'm sorry, that was a wild goose chase. I don't know how I couldn't find glue in this whole entire house, but we have to use what we do have. This glue did come with the house, so it's perfect. Then it's super easy to make this. So you're just gonna cut out a stamp to the right shape, glue it onto the frame, and then you are gonna cut out a magnet and you're gonna glue that onto the back to hold everything in place. And that is it. Bada bing, bada boom. You have a beautiful stamp art gallery. So this is your sign to call up your stamp collecting relative and make this cute little craft. I'm sure they'd love to introduce you to the world of collecting stamps. So my ultimate vision is to have these in a gallery under the staircase. I want that little space to be a museum and have art pieces and stamp collections and all of the weird quirky stuff there as like a hidden museum. Look what I found when I was gathering supplies to do this treasure house craft. It's one of my favorite finds so far. Wait a minute. Oh my god! Wait. Look what I just found. You guys. Bro. We literally tried to buy one of these on Facebook Marketplace. The reason me and my sister were so hyped about this scanner is because we went on Facebook Marketplace to buy a scanner and the one that we wanted sold. And then we bought a $40 printer just to use the scanner, but it wasn't compatible with our Mac. But this scanner from the 90s worked with our Mac. Look at this, is like miraculous. This is going to be so helpful for documenting things at the treasure house because the number one thing we have is newspaper clippings and stamps. This newspaper clipping said, "What to do if email suddenly disappears." Me personally, I'm going to rejoice, but that's just me.
People were worried as they thought they saw mold.
So in one of my videos, when I showed this nook area, a lot of people were rightfully concerned that this area looks like it is mold infested. And I honestly, at one point after reading the comments, was like, maybe there is mold. Maybe the mold is getting to me. But then I remembered that I put my offer in contingent on a home inspection, which basically means that if they find any spooky ooky stuff in your home, you do not have to follow through and buy it. So I got a home inspection. So there was no mold found. All of this tested dry. And the home inspector said it was just an aesthetic thing that you can scrape. It's probably from the previous roof that didn't have rubberized membrane. The next thing to fix up is the bathroom. So it is a room, but you can't take baths for obvious reasons. I don't think the water really works. The toilet doesn't work, but the sink and then the mirror work just fine. This is another close-up view. The inspector said, hey, it'll be a really easy demo. You just bang the wall and all the tiles will fall off. The third thing is the kitchen, and if you look at the walls, you can see that all of the wallpaper has kind of gotten scraped off, so I think the previous owner was working on that project. This is what the wallpaper looks like inside the cabinet, so that's fun to see. So, fun backstory, the previous owner was a general contractor, and he actually built this house, and so he had many projects going on, but lots of supplies, lots of tile, and paint, etc. So I want to use that in the process of finishing off some of these spaces. Another amazing blessing is that the inspector said that this was one of the best built houses he's ever seen, especially in this area. And another inspector came in and he was like, they went above and beyond. Like, they didn't just meet code, they exceeded it. And this is a pretty new stove, and all of these pots and pans that you see in this shot came with the house. I did not bring a single kitchen item. The fourth thing is the hardwood floors. So these are beautiful. The previous owner actually got them from a school that was selling them. Just need to give them a little TLC. So the fifth thing is the skylights. So these are not finished. There's some like insulation peeking out, and I wonder if that's what the wood in the kitchen is for. The one upstairs looks pretty bad, but I will be hiring a professional because heights, and I wouldn't know how to do that.
Chloe is doing an amazing job at looking after her new home and all of the treasure inside, and we can't wait to see what she finds next. In the comments, people were excited to see more from the house, with one person saying, "The treasure house is now my favourite series. Please give me more. Can't wait." While other people found it sad to think about the old house owner, saying, "I'm glad you're giving these items a second life, but man, this makes me so sad. His carefully curated wardrobe all hung up waiting for him to come." As always, thanks for watching Happiest. If you like this video, then be sure to follow our other social pages for more, and if you have any of your own videos you'd like to share, be sure to send them in.